just opinions, so don't take it personally. Just because we don't like it, you can still be happy. Enjoy what you like, you're an adult. Yeah. BWN Productions, mask plus props and costume work. If you want a monster name, contact BWN Productions. Fast custom shirts, hundreds of t-shirts, all at reasonable prices. If you need custom work, contact Fast Custom Shirts. Grab a cold one and get ready for the show. It's intended for mature audiences because we kid and joke. Boy God is here and so is Tom and Joe.
Hey there, Joe. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas out there, huh?
It is, especially if you go to places like Home Depot, well, fucking anywhere, really. Anywhere.
Shit was fucking crazy. I went to Lowe's yesterday. They had so much more Christmas shit than Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, they throw their Halloween shit, 2 weeks out into September, and then the first week of October, they start clearing that shit out to make way for, Christmas time, baby. But they actually, they're one of the places that actually does shit for Halloween, so can't complain. They're giving us something.
Yeah, I guess it's still fucking ridiculous and crazy. Just wait till November fucking 1st. When you put all the 50% off on the Halloween shit, that's when you can start rolling out the Christmas shit.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think Home Depot does that. They just send their shit back to the warehouse and we're going to use it next year.
They should send it to the orphanage.
Or to my house. Fuck them orphans. Shit always works out for orphans, They get adopted, they go learn the ways of magic, shit like that, or, they go live with a beloved aunt, and it's, the problems that come in their lives later end up being their fault.
The lucky ones get to move in with a step aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Likes to get stuck in things.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Clumsy bitch. Oh, fuck. Joe?
Hey.
How was your week? You do any whoring?
I did. I went and did a little traveling, Tom, to the great state of Missouri. I went to the Missouri Horror Con, which was also the Missouri Anime Con. 2 cons in one building, Tom. So you had the likes of Freddy Krueger hanging out with Sailor Moon 3 or whoever she is. There was definitely more anime vendors there. And I thought the horror people liked prints. Man, these guys, and these prints are fucking awful. Just really, really. There was another vendor that, they stacked their shit as high as it could go. They had shelving going all the way up. And I'm talking higher than our buddies at Paul Bear Press do.
Is it tying shit to the roof?
It's like a fucking castle. You go in there and it's all these little, I don't know if they're models or like little statues. Some of them are weird, like statues of like anime chicks, like real revealing weird ass statues. But some of them are like cars and like Gundam. Do you know what Gundam is? Yeah, well, these guys had a lot of that. But check this out. So they had all this stuff there and it was just box and box and box, one after another. But then they were taped like all the shelves, and it's like, please don't grab anything if you want to inquire. If you're curious, let us know and we will get it for you. Of course, there was nothing I was curious about, but that's kind of a deterrent, like people are not going to want to ask, especially with the amount of autism that was going around this place. They just kind of would want to let's go look at another booth. But ended up doing all right. This show, I was thinking, fuck, I'm not making any money. But at the end of the day, I did my count or whatever, checked my little reports, and it's like, when the fuck did that happen? That's pretty good. It's just they weren't coming in bunches, they're just coming one at a time, slowly trickling, buying 1 or 2 shirts here, 1 or 2 shirts there. So it was good. It was a good time. We went and ate some shit Friday that totally fucked up my stomach, and it fucked up Christian's stomach. He said he was so bad that he had to go straight from the shitter to the shower and fucking rinse himself off, and yeah, whatever it wasn't good. It didn't do us much good. Saturday, me and Roop were sitting outside they had one of these, a propane fire pit, it's supposed to look, it's the ambiance of it all, Tom. It's what it is. And we're just sitting there drinking, and then along come a bunch of old ladies, and they were from a Masonic lodge in South Carolina. It's after a while listening to them talk, it's like, hey, excuse my ignorance, ladies, but aren't the Masons a misogynistic group just comprised of men? And they're like, yeah, but they do have a women's chapter, and we're it. And we, make sure they stay on task.
You guys hate bitches too?
Okay. All right. They were pretty cool, those ladies. And that was it. Not a whole lot of interesting stories from this. There was one guy, highly autistic, he's coming to talk to me, and, he's just asking about this shirt, that shirt. And then he starts going off on Star Wars and Disney. It's just like, I really don't like them anymore since they became so woke. I just can't stand the wokeness. And it's a big betrayal to the Disney fans.
It is.
Okay. All right. Not sure where you formulated this opinion, my autistic friend, but okay. All right. Just don't shoot this place up, please. And he didn't. We all made it out alive.
So this was a horror convention, an anime convention in the same hall?
Yeah.
Or was it like, hey, you guys go through this door and you got this room over here, and you guys go through this door and you got this room over here? It was all in the same room?
Yeah, so that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a division of whatever, and maybe they would have done that had there been more horror vendors. But like I said, there was not a whole lot. So I think all of us horror people did well because there was so few of us, and the people that went there for the horror just had us to spend money with.
So was it an actual horror convention, but it was just filled with fucking anima vendors?
No, because he had
sign.
He had anima voice actors there, and along with the horror people, like that Boy Scout Taylor Compton was there, and I don't know, some Terrifier people whose names I don't know. That Arthur Suriyam guy.
He's the Zombie King.
Mr. Marvel Zombie King, yeah. And I went and looked at his table, and it's like, well, he doesn't have the stuff that I really like, so I'll pass on anything he's got here. I always look, he never has any original art. Is he just a digital artist?
I'm not really gonna get into it here, but I've heard some things where it was just like, hey, that guy, we shouldn't even call him an artist.
Okay.
So maybe you look that up and see. I just remember before I was just like, oh, I don't know. He was nice to me when I talked to him briefly.
Yeah, it's a cool guy. I did a show in San Antonio, and he was behind me, and he was all right. You know, he talked to me a little bit when whatever, you know. But he always seems to have like 8 tables or so. You know, like he's all fucking spread out.
They call it man spreading.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
pricks.
But no, it was a good show. They do it again next year. I'll go do it.
Well, I'm glad you were safe.
Hmm.
Did you do a lot of this the whole show?
No, it's just it's like I mean I didn't recognize a lot of the cosplay that was walking around there, you know, but you know, it's kids having fun, and I'm glad they got their thing, you know, that they can do that they like or whatever, you know. It's
No,
just
you're not.
it's a different world, Tom, from
Damn, from where we come from.
right, yeah. It's not like over there with my aunt and uncle in L.A. Auntie.
Auntie and Hunky.
Fuck that up.
It's all right. Oh man, I'm just glad this new movie is bringing in all the watchers, Joe. But shout out to Mr. Corey. Appreciate you stopping on by there, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really do shit this week besides, you know, the shit I do every week. Not as busy as I would like to be for Halloween, but I never am. And that's kind of fucking weird, right?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
How I, you know, was able to get by 20 years is beyond me there, Joe. Luckily, most of the fucking masks that I'm putting on old Facebook and Instagram at a discount are not selling, so everything is going very well.
Yeah.
Very well. So yeah, next week we got a big doctor's appointment, see what all this radiation did.
Okay.
Not looking forward to it. So, you know, things are just looking up over here.
Oh, good
Very
luck.
good.
Yeah, best wishes. I don't know what you tell somebody in that situation.
I think it's thoughts and prayers, Joe.
Hope the dice fall in your favor or something.
I don't even like magic. Whatever Dungeons and Dragons, whatever that shit is.
So there were people there. There was a section there for people playing Magic. Magic the Gathering. Tom, have you heard of that?
Not only have I heard of it, I beat the fuck out of people who play that shit.
Well, you should. Well, you should. Like I said, it is a different scene than we are accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean, not really. They all hang around the same shit. You like horror movies, you're gonna play this spooky medieval fucking board game with googly monsters and shit. You like comic books, you're gonna play this fucking adventurous board game with heroes and warriors.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. I wish I would have. I've got a couple of boxes now just of Spider-Man's comics, and I really would, if I'd have known what the demographic there was going to be like, I would have taken all them fucking boxes, and I'm sure they would have sold well because I do have a price to sell. But I'll tell you this, Tom, in Web of Spider-Man's number 8. Oh shit, what's going on here? Spider-Man's goes to a little town, and I don't know, he's investigating, what's this guy called? The Smithville Thunderbolt, some little superhero that's been there since the 50s. And, well, Spider-Man finds out this guy lost his powers a long time ago. He's just staging shit. But now there's a guy actually out to get him. And Spider-Man's, I don't know what's going to happen. It's a cliffhanger, Tom. It's a cliffhanger. This is notable because David Michelin wrote this, Tom. That's
The
a name,
tire guy.
yeah, that's a name we're going to become very familiar with. I think he's the guy that wrote all the shit that McFarlane was on.
Good old David Michelin.
Yeah, for what? McFarlane was only on Spider-Man for like 3 issues or something, right? Before he quit.
I think it
No,
was like 38 years.
he got his own series, right? And did like 3 issues of that too, and then fucking left.
Peace.
Uh,
Stabbed Juggernauts in the eye and then bounced.
yeah. But anyway, Tom, it was an annual month for Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Mans. Can you believe they've already had 5 annuals? When this one, Peter David introduces a character named Ace. And this is a guy that looks like Prince. And he's a black dude, rides a motorcycle, and none of the gangs fuck with him because he can kick ass. And he does.
He's just too sexy.
He kicks Spider-Man's ass. How? None of it is explained, Tom. It's this was an issue just so Peter David could introduce his own character that will take Marvel by storm. I'd never heard of this fucker.
Really?
No, I haven't.
Damn, that's crazy. Ace is kind of a big deal.
What else was he in?
I was going to say your mom, but that would be rude.
Oh shit, I'm almost out of battery. Got to go.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You a Fire Lord?
No, but hold on, Tom.
Oh, all right then.
Because there was also the regular issue of Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Mans, in which it's issue 107. Jean DeWolf, Captain Jean DeWolf, was murdered. Yep, somebody busted in her apartment, shot her with an old shotgun, Tom. Who is it? We don't know. There's a shotgun killer out there, and Spider-Man wants to get him. This is the death of Jean DeWolf storyline that propelled Peter David to stardom. I had to read it online because I know I have the trade paperback, but I couldn't find it, so fuck it. And then, Tom, I don't have the initial regular issue, but I have the Marvel Tales, which kind of has a similar cover. It looks a little Hercules and Captain America. No, Spider-Mans, don't do it. Don't let your rage take over. This was a chase issue, Tom. Not like a chase figure like you're always fucking camping out at Walmart for. No, this is just a big chase scene. You know, Spider-Man's being pursued by the Fire Lord. He takes him through buildings. He takes him to the subway. He takes him to a fucking building that they're going to destroy. And they do. They destroy it on him. And that's not good enough, Tom. So Spider-Man throws a boulder. That's not good enough. So he gives him the old fisticuffs, you know, jumps around him doing his Spider-Man stuff. Kicks his ass. It was okay.
It sounded a lot more thrilling than when I read it.
It was not a bad issue.
Whatever.
Next up, we got Spider-Man's annual number 19. Can you believe it's the 19 annuals, Tom? Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, Tom, did you watch anything?
I did, Joe. I watched Hallmark's big Halloween movie for the year. Haul Out the Halloween. Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh boy. So Hallmark movies. I figure, oh yeah, my mom will want to watch this. I'll watch this with her. And Hallmark, they have like 7 actors. Like maybe it's like 4 ladies and 3 guys that they just kind of move around in different movies. And some of these movies are like part of a franchise, but other ones are just standalone movies and the same people are in it. So it's all just kind of confusing if you're a casual viewer of the channel like myself there, Joe. But I think this one is part of a franchise.
The franchise.
Fuck Dick Flair. Remember that? Wrestling Empowerment, Shane Douglas. Gone too soon. So this one stars Lacey Sherbert and some guy. So
That's a real name, not a porn name.
it's a real name. She is dressed very G-rated. This whole movie is very G-rated, but you can tell she's smuggling something under there, Joe. So so maybe you want to do some of your Joe Googling later. So this movie, I guess the dude and the chick, they come back from getting married. I think it's a gay wedding, but I'm not sure. So they come back and some new dickheads move into the town and their fucking yards all spooktacular, like they just went to Home Depot and bought everything they had and just threw it on their yard. So I guess these newlyweds are like the people in charge of the HOA. So they're just like, hey, oh, you fuck, we celebrate Christmas here. I don't know what all this bullshit is, but fuck you and fuck that shit. And they're all like, whoa, we're spooktacular and whatnot. Piff, piff. And they're like, it's so fucking corny. This dude's acting like all creeped out of these, like, I don't even know, maybe like you would call them the intellectual vampire crowd, because it turns out we find out that they're just like big Shakespeare people, so they're that kind of just talking like that and shit. I guess however many years ago old Sherbert was spooked by another kid dressed as a scarecrow, so they shut Halloween down. We're never having Halloween here again. A kid got scared, you fuck. So, however many years later, she looks at a painting of her grandma after they go yell at these people for just celebrating Halloween. And she says, you know what? I think we'll bring Halloween back. So the block celebrates Halloween, and that's the movie. It sucks. It goes without saying. Fuck these people in the anals, Hallmark that is, because they're just like, next week, get ready, Christmas is coming. We're starting our Christmas countdown, you fuck. This is your last little Halloween thing. Then Christmas, 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 Christmas. It's starting next weekend. Fuck you in the mouth, ass, and ass twice. So until the last scene, none of this has been at night. And I'm just like, this is, so inoffensive and all inclusive for anyone. They're not even gonna have anything of this Halloween movie at night. This is crazy. But no, the last scene is actually, oh, look, it's their Halloween night and they're celebrating all that. You got the two elderly coming out and there's like a hip hop, hippie, hippie to the hip hop, but it's monster rock. And it's just like, all right then. Okay. It's all just all suck dick. In the end of the movie, the guy's like, oh, fuck me. I got accepted into Santa Claus school. We're going to Norway. So they couldn't even keep it out of the fucking movie. They couldn't even keep Christmas out of the fucking Halloween movie. You're starting all your Christmas shit next week, but still couldn't. It's such a lazy nothing of a fucking movie. It's definitely making a list. Probably going to be a top spot on one of those lists, Joe. However, I know these movies are not made for me, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean it isn't just a fucking nothing happening piece of shit. So what's the point of this movie? I don't think I'm going to celebrate Halloween anymore. You know what? Yes, I will. That's the movie.
So you're gonna make a part of your tradition, your viewing tradition?
No.
All right.
No, I'm not, Joe. It is probably the least spooktacular Halloween movie I've ever fucking seen. In just every commercial break. Christmas! Christmas, Christmas, Christmas! They got those little things that come out when the bugs, when the fucking movie's playing. Next week, countdown to Christmas. Tee hee hee. Little snowfalls and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck my dick.
Was there at least some trunk or treating in this movie?
No, because they were doing the shit on the block, because that was the point of the movie. The block's gonna celebrate Christmas again. Or Halloween. I guess they're like the big Christmas block. Fuck them all.
Tom, I rewatched a movie yesterday. This movie is called The Black Phone. El Teléfono Negro.
You fucking racist.
So, yeah, I remember this came out and I watched it and I liked it. You know, it was I think it was one of my favorite movies of the year, whatever that year was. Maybe 4 years back now, you know? So, decided I'll watch it again because I got a sneak preview that I can go watch for part 2, but I got to refresh myself. It's like, how did this end? I don't remember how it ended, you know? And well, this movie, Tom, is about a kind of a mid-sized town, you know, and they're plagued by some child abductions. Kids are going missing, and they're calling whoever's getting them the grabber.
Better go out there and grab your ass a can of Fanta, you fuck.
And it's following this one kid that he just gets his ass kicked a lot. He's getting picked on, but luckily, he's got a buddy that can kick some ass. This guy looks out for him, you know, and fucks people up, you know, just on his own time and for his buddy too. And well, shit. Turns out that his buddy gets abducted by the grabber. So now nobody's there to protect him. He, gets his ass kicked pretty quick. And, well, his sister, Tom, it turns out, his younger sister, has like psychic type dreams. You know, she's kind of like, wait a minute, having dreams of one of the kids that was abducted, and she knew shit about what was going on at a murder. And the cops come to talk to her thinking, like somebody's been talking to this little girl. It's like, no, man, it's a fucking dream, you stupid fucking cops. Hey, cab, she says. She doesn't say that because that wasn't that was part of the vernacular at the time, but she doesn't say that. Well, shit, one day the brother's walking home, and wouldn't you know it, who pops up? The grabber. The grabber grabs him. So now we get to find out what happens. What happens when the grabber grabs? Well, he throws these kids down in his basement. He's got a basement room for abducted kids or kids who had been grabbed. And it's a little mattress in there, a little shitter, and there's a phone on the wall, Tom. It says, hey, don't worry about that phone. That phone's disconnected. Yeah, it is, Tom. It's disconnected. But sometimes it rings. Hello?
Is it like VHS Halloween?
Yeah, it's the phone that should not ring. But
Fuck.
yeah. So there's people talking to him on this line, Tom, and it's like it's the other kids that have been abducted. And they're kind of lost. They're losing their identity. The longer they've been dead, the more, they'll tell them, hey, here's what you got to do. Here's, you got to hide over here. Here's a floor panel that's loose. You can start digging from here. And giving them, little tricks of the trade. No, don't fall for that. He's waiting for you upstairs so he can beat the fuck out of you and just fucking beat you down. And, yeah, eventually the sister's having more and more dreams and shit. And she's starting to figure out where he is. And, well, things come to a head, Tom, and I don't want to ruin it for you, but yeah, he gets away, and he kills the old grabber, Tom. He just fucking kills him, chokes the life out of that motherfucking, yeah. And
with his little kid hands, I guess the grabber had what people would refer to as a bitch neck.
He did it with a belt, Tom. Belt,
so he can come all over the place.
I don't know what that means.
Autoerotic asphyxiation, Joe.
All right.
Rest in peace, Lincoln Park.
Yeah. Why did I just think of the Shay lady that you like so much? But anyway.
Shakira?
Lynn Shay.
Oh, it was just her birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Lynn Shay.
Rest in whatever.
187 years old. Years young.
Yeah, that bitch. So yeah, I like this movie still. I still think it's well crafted. I think the story fucking, it builds shit up. It's got some very unpleasant things dealing with child abuse that was not fun to see. The performances are good, and yeah, it's a good fucking horror movie. The ghostesses, it's a ghost story. It's fucking serial killers story. It's a psychic phenomena story. It's got all this shit, and it weaves it in there very, very well, Tom. And goddamn, I thought to myself, man, it's gonna be hard for them if they ever decide to make a sequel to top this.
So, was this guy just beating these kids, or was he doing anything else?
No, he wasn't doing anything else. There's one hint where you think, hey, is he going to try to fuck these kids? No, but he doesn't. He just, he gets off on,
being the bigger man.
Yeah, definitely.
I like punching down, you see.
Victims that he can beat the shit out of easily. What he does, what he gets off on is setting up opportunities for them to try to escape or to try to break whatever rules he sets in motion. And once they do, he feels he's justified to beat the fuck out of them.
Damn, sounds like they should have called him the Joker.
He's the grabber. Yeah, so, and then he just, once they're just fucking dead after being beat to death or whatever. Not a pleasant movie. And I think that's why I like it, because I don't like horror that's like, oh yeah, let's throw in some jokes in here. Let's make some funny shit. No, it's this movie doesn't waste a lot of time, and it is very fucking bleak. I dug it. And it doesn't glorify this guy, even though you do go to conventions and you see people dressing up like him, which is weird.
Just go to the grocery store. He's on fucking Fanta cans.
Or if you can go to the candy shop.
Like that song. Fuck yeah. Well, yes, Corey, David Carradine was in Lincoln Park.
He knew Kung Fu.
Fuck. Zooligan Raider, hello. And Toxic Drip, I'm sorry that the Ed Gein show wasn't gay enough for you. Check out the Kane Hodder one. You might like that.
Or just watch some gay porn.
Only the good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the great stuff, just the good stuff. Well, Joe, I was scrolling through Facebook like I do when I'm on the toilet,
Uh-huh.
and I kept seeing twice. I can't say I kept seeing. I saw 2 ads or 2 mentions of this movie called Fruithead. And I was just like, oh, I'm like Toxic Drip. I want to watch some gay Ed Gein shit.
Fruits. I'm in.
Yeah, Fruithead, you see. It doesn't sound any more homosexual than that, Joe. So I look it up, and after I'm done whacking off to other things, I say, oh, wait, this is like a Gushers short?
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on, what?
Gushers.
I,
Fruithead and Gushers, Joe.
I thought you said it couldn't sound any gayer than Fruithead.
Well, there's more. So this is, I guess, a Halloween short put on by the fine folks at Gushers just to kick the Jason universe in the dick, I guess. It's like, oh, you want to make a little commercial horror movie? Well, we'll show you how to make a little commercial horror movie. So it starts out with this guy making a fruit salad, and it's all like horror. And the guy's like taking his knife and getting all the pulp and shit off of the knife. And then he just looks at the shit disgusted, like, I can't eat this. And then he gets home invaded, Joe. Can you believe it? He gets home invaded. Who's the home invader? You're going to have to watch Fruithead to find out. But are you familiar with Gushers there, Joe?
They're like yeah, just some like gummy shit, and then it has like gushing, cum explosion.
Fruit snacks, some would call them.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're allowed to say that in 2025 anymore. Now we just call them people snacks.
Just like us.
So do you remember the commercials where they would eat a gusher and then their head would turn into the fucking fruit like a giant, like, ooh, gushers. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. So it turns out, Joe, spoiler alert, that the director of the video, just the effects weren't working. They just weren't fucking working. So he goes home, does a black magic ritual, and creates this special gusher that will really mutate your head into a fucking fruit. So he gives it to this kid. It happens. And right as the kid's fucking head is hideously mutating, somebody comes up with a laptop. It's like, hey, they got this CGI shit now. Maybe we should use this. It's like, fuck yeah, that looks a lot better. So now the home invader is this guy with this rotten strawberry head about to perform a black magic ritual on this guy to give him a fucking fruit head. And Joe, it was way, way, way more awesome than this fucking thing should have been. This was great. They did a lot of weird shit like this in the 90s, like with their advertising and just the kind of entertainment that was shot at kids that day. But now to go back and be like, oh, it was all black magic, you fucking, this is like an official thing. The strawberry head guy looked fucking creepy, but still to where you're like, no, it's a fucking strawberry head guy. It's not like rotting blood and shit. It's just strawberry shit, you bitch. Can't say anything to us. It was pretty fucking good, surprisingly. Like, I feel like a dickhole saying, "Oh yeah, this big company's fucking commercial to sell you gush." I'm not gonna buy any gushers, sorry, but it was, yeah, it was worth the fucking 9 minutes of your time to fucking watch this shit. I went in blind. I just knew it was a fucking gushers thing, and I was just like, "All right, let's see." And it was just like, yep, they showed you fucking Jason Cider or whatever the fuck that Apple Orchard, Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchid.
Yeah. But yeah, check it out. It's definitely fucking worth a watch, and I had some good laughs. It's played like completely straight. It's good. I know Fruithead, you think it wouldn't be played straight, but it was. Until it wasn't. And then it got real gay.
Mm.
Yeah, you heard a lot of that during it. But that's all right. Sometimes you got to watch that shit just to expose yourself to different cinema.
True that. Well, Tom, I got to attend another sneaky preview thanks to my friends over at the Texas Horror Cult. Hey, thanks guys for this invite, and I got to see the highly anticipated sequel to the hit motion picture The Black Phone.
You just watch that.
This one is titled The Black Phone 2, the number 2, Tom.
Different, but okay.
Yeah. So I want to let everybody know that this is a spoiler review for those of you that can't read the thing that said spoiler review before you clicked. Yeah. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of this thing. So, movie starts out, and the kid from last movie, he's, I don't know, I'm guessing he's a senior now or whatever, and he's the fucking guy in school that you don't fuck with. And he's beating the shit out of somebody, similar to the way that movie
It's a vicious cycle, man.
is. His violence breeds violence. And, well, shit, his sister, you know, she's a little older too, so now there's this young fella hitting on her, you know, wants to take her to the old Duran Duran concert that's going to be going on pretty soon in this not a big town. I thought we established in this last movie that this wasn't the metropolitan area. But anyway, Duran Duran's come into town. Must have been early in their career. And, well, yeah, she says it. The brother's like, yeah, whatever, you know. He's just trying to fuck you, whatever. And well, the girl later on starts having dreams. There's this phone call she gets in her dream from some girl that's like at a camp somewhere, and she can't figure it out. There's something about it, Tom. Something about it's driving her crazy. And then she starts having dreams of like some ghostesses. Turns out the brother, phones ring for him too. You know, phones that are disconnected and shit. You know, that like pay phones, and he'll just answer it and say, "Sorry, I can't help you," and hangs up. You know, he ain't having no more of that ghostly shit. But the sister's like, well, what the fuck? What's the name of this camp? And looks it up, and like, turns out that's a camp that her mom worked at. She was on your seat. In the first movie, they established that her mom had the gift of precognition with dreams and shit too, Tom. And well, I mean, they had said that the mom had committed suicide. You know, the dreams and shit drove her crazy. Well, they're kind of driving this girl crazy too, Tom. And she, so no, we're gonna go to that camp. Look, they're hiring, you know, youth counselors to work at this Christian camp. All right, well, the guy that's trying to fuck her by taking her to Duran Duran, he says, well, I'll take you, you know. And the brother says, man, I can't let this guy just drive off with my sister. I guess I'm going to. And they go to this camp, and this is a lot of time. I'd say they spent 30 minutes setting up that they're going to go to this place. So they're in a place because as they get there, Tom, as they're getting close, a blizzard comes in, and turns out they had already called all the other people that were coming to this camp. Hey, we're canceling this shit. It's like blizzard's here, and there's only one couple there, this young lady and the guy that owns the camp. Those are the only people there. Now are three protagonists. And the guy that owns this camp, he's he is a Hispanic guy. Like, they're gonna let a Hispanic guy run a fucking youth camp, and he's a felon.
Well, I mean, you said he was Hispanic,
right? But just to reiterate, they always do shit like this, and it's like, oh, this person's a felon, but they've got this job that there's no fucking way. Even Colorado, even as liberal a place as that is, or whatever, they're not gonna let a felon run a fucking youth camp. Well, anyway, Tom, there just happens to be a payphone there, but that phone ain't working forever.
I know just the guy to call.
Mm-hmm. This girl starts having dreams, and it turns out there's like these three kids. They're all fucked up looking, like they had been like murderized and stuff, and she's having dreams of them, and she dreams of the grabber, the guy from the last movie. She's dreaming of him, and they do a little digging, asking a little questions. Turns out, yes, there was three kids that went missing at one point, and this was at a time, Tom, when her mom was working at that camp. Her mom's calling her from the past. Her mom's calling her from the other side. The grabber starts doing his shit, I guess he's got, but the dead kids are trying to lead her here. The thing is, they need to find these kids' bodies because the grabber still has power from the other side. In her dreams, he can hurt people. He is the fucking dream master. And she needs to become a dream warrior in order to defeat him. And nobody believes her at first, but then the grabber gets more and more power, and he can hurt people, in the physical world, even though they can't see him. And yeah, I don't know. It's revealed that their mom didn't commit suicide afterwards. She had a dream of one of the abducted kids, went after the grabber, and he fucking killed her and set it up to where it looked like she hung herself. So all the guilt that their dad had been harboring is misplaced, Tom, because their mom was a hero, not just a coward that killed herself.
Well, Joe, let me tell you something. This movie sounds very familiar. Ha ha ha, bitch.
It sounds like a bunch of movies. Turns out the grabber also worked at the summer camp at the same time that their mom did. They called him Wild Bill at the time. And yeah, that's where he started his killings, Tom. These three kids were his first victims. So yes, that's where he's still having his power in the afterworld, because these kids are not they're not free. They're chained to him with the murder vibe or whatever the fuck. I don't know. And it turns out old Wild Bill, now the grabber, he was a hell of a skater. He was a great ice skater, and now he can skate on the ice on the frozen lakes, Tom, holding an axe, just like another movie we know. Yeah, they eventually kill him. This girl learns how to use fucking dream powers, and like she can fight back using the power of dreams and positive thinking.
Oh, I wish I had a giant mallet. All right. Boom. It sounds like it's pretty good.
They kill the grabber again.
Re-kill him.
Yeah, and everybody's reunited and happy, and the end.
Oh, why didn't they call a Ghostbuster? That would have been my first thing. Did they learn nothing from that hit song?
So this one tries to throw in some humorous points here and there. You know, it has it's got some CGI. It's got some good looking shit too. I don't know if it's practical or CGI, but it still looks good with the dead kids. But it just doesn't have that bleakness of storyline that the first one did. You know, the first one was like, yeah, this kid's fucked. You know, this is like this is not a good situation. Even at home. Not even the killer, just the shit with their dad. That was like, yeah, this isn't good. You know, this one is just kind of like, all right, they're gonna come out of this okay. You know, right from the beginning. You know, like this is just a fucking another horror movie. You know, just another horror movie for the masses. You know, and it would have been really cool, I think, had they not even had the grabber in it. You know, grabbing.
The trauma of what happened.
It could have just been something with her, like following these ghosts and trying to release them. But fuck, you know, the grabber, you can sell action figures, you can sell that little mask thing that he wears, you know, all kinds of shit. You know,
It's two masks in one, you know.
it's merchandising, is what it is. And this movie was unnecessary. You know, I'll never watch it again, but I will watch the first one again at some point because it's a damn good movie. This is just shitting on it to make a buck, but that's what Hollywood does. That's what Hollywood has always done. And I'm glad I didn't pay to see it. There's one scene where they play a song from Pink Floyd's The Wall album, and that shit can't be cheap. I'm just thinking, man, they just spent a lot of money on this song, and it's cool when they're playing it. It's like, yeah, this fits this thing that they're doing. It. In fact, a lot of the music is cool, but man, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work as a whole for me. And you know, I don't know. Lisa said she didn't like it. The guy sitting next to me, he didn't like it. You know, he laughed. You know, he was, you know, oh fucking, you know, can't wait for part 3, Blackberry or whatever. You know, and I think so. What they should have done was had a white phone there that she could call and get help. You know, from the good.
Enough of this bad phone.
Right. Maybe in the next one. We'll see. I don't know.
She picks up the white phone and her credit score instantly goes up.
The build up, okay, you know, the first 30 minutes it showed promise, and then it's just like, man, this is very, very average and commonplace. And I think a lot of people will like it, but they're the kind of people that are gonna like anything. You know, it's disappointment. Huh?
Yeah, I have. Oh, so excuse me.
I should be used to disappointment in my life by now, but it still always packs a punch.
Yeah, I had no interest in the last one. I have no interest in this one. I have even less interest in this one now after having to do the image for this and then listening to what you're saying. It's like, hey, fuck you guys too. It's still October. We don't need this snow movie. Why don't you just hold the fuck off? If it's not like, you know, just a regular horror movie or Halloween, it's, you know, it sounds like the snow's a plot point. Why don't you fucking wait a couple weeks?
He's wearing a mask.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He's also ice skating, right?
Is
Yeah, so suck a dick.
Curtains. Yeah, that scene there reminded me a lot of Curtains.
But Curtains had a better mask.
Yeah, that's, you know.
No, I mean, it wasn't that good, Joe. I understand. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm glad you liked it. How was the Alamo experience this time, Joe?
It was not. It was at an AMC.
Oh, that's good. So it smelt.
The popcorn was good.
That's good. What bucket did you get?
One that we didn't finish.
They didn't get the new Predator shit popcorn container?
They had that poster, man, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to the movies to watch The Predator.
Why? It's PG-13.
I know.
But hold on. It's just because there's no humans in it. It's all green blood. It's still as good as edgy as all the other ones.
Well, I mean, this time they're, it's the Predator's the protagonist.
Who cares, really? I watched the last one, and now it's like, fuck you guys.
The cartoon one?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that one.
Yeah, I'll probably make a list. At least an honorable mention. Hey, Joe. You like candy?
I like a payday every now and then.
Who doesn't? Dollar bills, y'all. Well, let me ask you this. You like camp candy?
I don't know what camp candy is, Tom.
Well, it was a 90s animated television show for children based around John Candy and a summer camp he ran. You ever hear of this?
I have not.
Oh, shit. You ever hear of John Candy?
I have.
Well, Joe, there's a John Candy documentary out called I Like Candy.
I like candy. I like candy.
Have you heard of it? Of course
No.
you have. You just sang it.
Oh, yes, then I have.
Yes. It's a pretty good song. Would you watch? All right, Joe. There's a John Candy documentary out on Amazon Prime.
Well, that's a good title for it because it incorporates his name, and you know that fat fuck liked candy.
Maybe a little too much.
Mm-hmm. So wait a minute. He had a cartoon show?
He had a cartoon show.
How the fuck did I never hear of this? But I fucking heard of the Louis Anderson cartoon.
Damn, because it lasted a little longer.
All right.
And that song, It's Life with Louie, Louie, Louie. He's laughable, lovable, cuddly, be huggable. It's life with Louie. And then he would say things like, cats lick the butter.
I like that cartoon because they drew him all ugly, like life.
What the fuck is this? Character designs from the Brothers Grunt? Oh, what's going on here? So, John Candy, have you heard of him?
Yeah, he was in a movie that we watched last year around the spooky season.
He was. I forget what it's called. I remember not liking it, and they did not mention it in this documentary.
First movies too, yeah.
So, John Candy, what is it? I Like Candy. It's the story of his life, and it's a talking head documentary. So that's what it is. You see people that he was in the comedy scene with, people he was in movies with. You got his kids, Bill Murphy, Jim Aykroyd, what's her name? Fuck. I know her name. I was going to say it for real, too, because she was a lady, and I didn't want to besmirch her name. Beetlejuice, Home Alone.
Oh, Catherine O'Hara?
There you go. Catherine O'Hara. I think it's O'Hara, but let's fuck it up anyways.
Ha ha!
Dave Thomas, the Wendy's guy, is in it.
So
Eugene Levy.
And this is not a documentary made by somebody that owns a convention and can just get interviews. So it's real.
No, Joe. It was a lot harder for this guy to get interviews because it was directed by Tom Hanks' son, and you know, with the Epstein list and all.
Yeah.
But he did get Tom Hanks in it.
Hmm.
Boy, does everybody look fucking old. It's because they are, Thomas. It's because they are.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just a Talking Heads documentary about his life, and it was pretty fucking good, Joe.
They talked to a lot of his SCTV alumnus, like
all the names I just said. Yes, Joe. Yes, they do.
Short.
Yes, he shows up.
I didn't, because I wasn't sure if he was still alive. That's why I'm asking. And
no, he has a show with Steve Murphy. that's on TV right now, and he shows up too because he's a wild and crazy guy.
What about Eugene Levy?
I already mentioned him.
Okay. What about the guy that played Count, whatever that was?
Yes, Bela Lugosi was in fact interviewed for this movie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
What about Juliette Lewis from Old?
she was not in it.
Okay.
However, Henry Lee Lucas was interviewed for this movie. I mean, there's not really much you can say besides, yes, it was a very good, well made Talking Heads documentary that got you in the feels. Now, I've seen a few John Candy movies. I'm not the biggest fan. Like all these people that they interviewed, it was more like, oh, yeah, it was like my parents' generation of comedic entertainer stars and shit. So, while it was a well-made, you fuck, a well-made documentary, which is like, oh yeah, I remember John Candy and I remember him dying. Maybe it won't play even as well for the generation after me. So it's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Where's the Jonah Hill documentary or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So while it was well and good, a good movie, I don't know the lasting power of it. Just because, he had these specific movies in that specific time, and he touched those people, the grabber, who was around then. But maybe there's some people afterwards, but I can't think of a John Candy movie where I was like, yeah, I really fucking love that movie. I saw Home Alone. I don't really give a fuck. It's fine. I saw Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I don't really give a fuck. Oh, it's sad and they become friends. All right. He was good, I liked him, but nothing really spoke out. It was fucking heartbreaking hearing his kids talk about having to grow up without a dad and finding out that their fucking dad died and all that shit. That's fucking horrible that people have to grow up like that and shit. And John Candy's dad died like on his birthday when he was 5 or some shit. And he died young, so he always had this looming thing over him like, oh, fuck, I'm going to die young. I'm going to die young. And Toasty died young.
Yeah, I think Dio wrote a song about
Fuck. I speed at night.
Die Young.
Oh, my mistake.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I like him in Stripes. I like him in Summer Rental is probably the movie I like him, or that I like the most that he was in. Trying to think. I don't know. He was a fat guy. He did a lot for the trans community, to bring acceptance to their way of life, because he would cross dress a lot like Bugs Bunny.
All right, you insensitive fuck. Being trans and being a cross dresser is two totally different things. Why don't you have a fucking little respect for your fellow person?
Well, if you rewind it just a little, you see there were two different sentences. So yes, I did make the distinction.
Joe, I rewind it, watch it again, rewind it, watch it again and again. You don't have to tell me to watch those kind of movies.
You think you know everything because you made that rainbow crosswalk in front of your house. Whatever.
No, I think I know everything because I watch Fruithead. Yep, still a lot of those noises in the movie. That's the John Candy movie I'm talking about. Yeah, it was good.
Wagons East.
That's
I never saw that one.
It was good. The wheels broke when he got in. And the horse died. The horse tried to go and its body just ripped in half. Because of the weight in the carriage, you see. What a horrible way to die for a horse. You think it's, oh, I've pulled this carriage hundreds of times before. And then they just expect, all right, giddy up. They start to go and then just rip the fucking half. Hey, why aren't we going anywhere? He gets out to a fucking bloody abomination. Oh, the pain in that horse's eyes, the front half of that horse's eyes, as the blood just slowly leaves its body. And it's a sad thing, Joe, because that white of the eye, that, you know, that little glimmer of light that just keeps going until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, here's a question, Joe. You know how they say, oh, when you die, you shit and piss your pants.
Yeah.
What if you're ripped in half? Your brain's not connected to tell your body, hey, you better shit and piss your pants now.
I think you're. And I don't think the brain has anything to do with that.
Oh, it's just muscles.
Yeah, just you got air in your body that's like, well, fuck, this guy's not breathing anymore. He's not exhaling this shit. Got to come out somehow.
Well, you can all be like me and head on over to DWN Productions and buy the Cork 2-pack. I wear them every day. It's one for your penis hole and one for your asshole. So if you just, happen to die out of nowhere, it won't be embarrassing for you. So cork it up. That's what I say and do.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, Doug?
Were you ever a church-going person?
Yes.
Yeah. Catholic church, Tom?
Joe, I just told you I've always wear a cork.
Like a good Italian. Well, I asked that, Tom, because the Catholic Church plays heavily in the next film I'm going to talk about, Conjuring the Devil. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that fucking burning cross there. Oh, that's not good. That's never a good sign when you see a burning cross. This is a new chapter in horror, Tom. Let me see. Let me read the. Nope, we don't have any bullshit blurbs on this. This is about a small Catholic congregation, Tom, that's got a new Monsignor that's going to take over the parish. I think that's what they call it, the parish. And he looks around this congregation. He don't like what he sees, Tom. Recovering junkies.
That's it. Just a bunch of drug addicts.
Gays. Transsexuals. Arabs. He's not pleased with it at all. And he says, fuck y'all. Get out. We're not accepting of this. This is not biblical. That's like your lifestyles are in violation of the scriptures. And he's right, Tom. He's right. They are in violation of the scriptures. And there's this one lady that's just like, no, that's not right. We're people too, and we love the Lord, and we needed a place to worship, and this place has always been accepting of who we are. And they start to protest the church, Tom. They make like little signs with rainbows on them, and I don't remember what the signs say, but this Monsignor, he ain't putting up with that shit, Tom. Puts in a little phone call, picks up a black phone, calls, has the church deliver a little box, an old box, Tom. It has some weird insignia on it. And in this box there's a whip. And he goes to one of these people's places at night, and he starts doing the whole bloodies himself up, Tom, and then he starts whipping in the direction of the house, and oh shit, a fucking evil nun appears, Tom, and starts making these people go crazy, making weird shit happen. He's unloosed that. He's gonna kill them all one by one, and that's it. They got to get the whip away, because this whip belonged to a nun that I don't know if she was like being too vicious with people, and the church betrayed her and like put her to death or something. But the whip holds all of her power. It sucks, you know. It does make some comments, Tom, about those who have faith, but that their lifestyles don't align with the scriptures. And you know, it was, I wouldn't say refreshing. It was interesting. No, I wouldn't even say that. It was surprising to see discussion of something so deep in a movie with so little budget. But I guess that's, you know, it doesn't cost a whole lot of money to discuss. What does cost money is when you have shit floating and like knives floating and coming at a person. Those scenes in this movie are very funny. They look very, very bad, but still, there's not anything here to recommend. This is just another bad horror movie that I made it all the way through. Another one too that's long. What's the runtime on this shit? Too long, whatever it is. I don't know. 92 minutes? That's it? No way. This is longer than that. Oh well. I guess it just felt like an hour and 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, this was also one that I got from the fine folks at Wild Eye. And I was like, this isn't my thing at all. Some unlucky DWN supporters getting it with one of their maskuses. And they did.
All right. Good on them, or, you know, sorry for them.
Yep, sorry, George.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, let me ask you this.
Yeah,
You fall down drunk lately?
I have.
Or had you hurt your elbow? Was this in Missouri?
Was both so that is something that happened out there. I took a fall. Old Roop took a fall.
Oh no. Were you guys fucking 69 pile driving each other?
Got one of these on his leg or something.
What happened? Was he carrying you home?
No, like I don't remember him falling. Christian said he woke up, heard something, and saw Roop just lying on the floor there, and that he didn't think Roop was gonna get up. But eventually he did, and he got to bed. And I think I fell just going through the door. You know how the carpet just doesn't match up perfectly?
No.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of falling down drunk, I just want to say fuck all these people who are like, oh man, fuck AI, blah, 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 blah. You think you so bad because you can write a prompt? Well, there, fuckface. I watched about a 2-minute compilation AI video that was entitled Elvis's Last Performance. And it was what some people, like me, would refer to as fucking terrific. Because it's just big fat Elvis falling over, falling off the stage and dying. It is fuck. He's just like, whoa, whoa, oh my God, somebody get up there and help. You just hear voices. It is terrific. And 119% what AI was made for.
So, yeah. So this week, I guess over the weekend, one of the big Comic Cons. So both Marvel and DC said they vow not, to have any kind of AI in any of their fucking product or whatever. That's bullshit. And I'll tell you what, it's already bullshit because I guarantee they're using it for office work already. Everybody is. It's just part of the fucking system now. And it's going to be a while, maybe some years, but they're going to start using it in their storytelling or whatever. That's just the way shit's going to go. It's like either learn to work with it or, hey, stick by your morals and fucking be at home drinking cheap beer because that's all you can afford.
We're always gonna hand color.
Mm-hmm.
Gradient, click.
Yeah. Oh, the letterers are, they bring an essential, portion to this, and it's handcraft. All right.
Click, 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 click.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Yeah, if you're not using AI to help yourself out, figure stuff out, and make life a little easier, then it's on you. You can figure a lot of things out and solve a lot of problems if you just ask it. Oh no, I'll use Google. Okay.
All right.
It's
Guess
like,
it's AI now.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, people are fucking dumb, and is what it is. I just wish everybody would quit using the same AI image program so everything doesn't look exactly the same. You can type in, hey, I want something to look like this. Like, in the garbage pail cards were the fucking trend on Facebook, and everybody was making these AI garbage pail cards. You can be like, hey, I would like this garbage pail kids card. But, make it look all beat up like it was at the bottom of a stack, fucking wrapped in rubber bands, and the edges were torn and shit. You can go down and be like, oh, look, I got this realistic looking beat. But it's just like, no, just, hey, make me a garbage pail kids card of this picture. Thanks.
Yeah, add something to it. I'd like it done in the style of Virgil Finlay or something like that. Give it, some pointillism or shit like that.
But you can't say the guy's name, but you can say, make it in the style of a 1980s comic book with some kind of washed out colors or just something like that. Because then it'll come back, well, we can't fucking do this. This goes against our fucking rules and regulations and shit.
Yeah. They're covering their ass. I like that.
So, how's that school you're going to? Did you
I
take
haven't,
any classes yet?
I haven't started a bunch of shit or done a bunch of shit I've told myself I was going to do to benefit and better myself. Nah.
Well, time is running out. You got to say, oh, well, I'll get to it.
I ain't getting to shit. In fact, start looking for a new fucking co-host because I might not make it till the end of the year. But if I do, we're not up to that magic number yet, Tom.
Well, one is locked and loaded. Okay, you're going to have to take over the business. Going to have to take over the podcast too. And it's going to be all fishing now.
He is smarter than that and probably wouldn't want to do either.
He loves fishing and he would love talking about it. So,
oh yeah, you turned it into a fishing show. It would get the fucking numbers.
That's great. I don't know about that, but we'll have a better time. I call him the bass man when I see him. I go, hey, bass man. And he looks all embarrassed, like, oh, don't call me that, but I like it. Sometimes I call him Finley because fish have fins, you see, and he's Irish. Joe, last week I watched Night of the Demons. This week I watched Night of the Demons That's right. So in this one, get this, Angela's back. So this is one of those movies where we're all supposed to be in high school, but they look older than in high school, and there's a bunch of nudity, and there's some sex scenes, so it's just like, all right, well, what the fuck is going on here? So all that Hollywood shit aside, Joe, a group of kids at this fucking boarding school, a Catholic boarding school, they're just like, hey, we're going to go to Hull House, the house from the last movie. And we're going to go up there with this adult, as they're called in Texas. But one of these kids, Joe, happens to be the sister of Angela.
What?
I know. And she's at this boarding house because after Angela went missing, parents killed themselves. So then they went missing. So they go to the house. Motherfuckers, Angela's there and fucking demon shit. Whoa, wooga booga. And they find the titty lipstick Joe. And the broad thinks it's a good idea. Oh, yeah, I'll fucking, take home this fucking old ass lipstick I found in this dirty ass spider web covered house. Yeah, I'll use the lipstick. Oh my God, it's a spooky worm snake thing. Ooh. Well, I mean, that's not what the lipstick was in the first thing. It wasn't a fucking possessed tube of lipstick. It was the bitch turned into a demon and pushed it into herself. But whatever. Now it's a spooky, haunted tube of lipstick, you fuck. So they bring the fucking lipstick back to the fucking boarding school. People get turned into zombies or demons, whatever. Same shit. They're all having, I'm a demon now. And at the end, the nun and a couple of kids fucking beat off the demons, and everybody's fucking happy. It was okay. Not as good as the first one. Not as spooktacular as the first one. But this one has some better gore and creature effects. Don't really care for the look of the demons. I mean, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. I just doesn't do anything for me. And all the demons say, I'm a little kid putting on a monster voice. So that kind of fucking sucks. I think Angela's annoying. I guess her thing is going to be, ooh, I do a little demon dance in these movies and then kiss chicks, which that part's cool. I don't got any problem with that. But it's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It has a nice 90s direct-to-video feel. It's Brian Trenchard Smith, the guy who did Leprechaun 3 and 4 and that Wings Hauser, Arlie Ermy war movie. So he's done some good shit. I'm sure he's done some not good shit too. But it was okay. Not something I gotta say, oh, you gotta see Night of the Demons too, bitch balls. But if you've seen the first one, might as well watch fucking this shit. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. But that haunted lipstick at the end, some random bitch picks it up and like, oh look, this lipstick's just laying in the middle of the street in the gutter. I'll fucking put it on my mouth. Oh, CGI snake. And then it ends. So that was great.
So I know I've seen this one and the third one and the remake, but I remember very little of any of those. Yeah.
Yep, I seen this one before. I didn't remember a fucking thing about it. Can't wait to next week. Like, oh, I even remember less of this fucking one. I remember the remake though, because I probably saw that the most, and I watched it not too long ago. I was like, huh, that's not as good as I remember. And the DVD's out of print, so I'll sell it for a couple bucks. And now I'm just like, oh, I'm going back and rewatching these. It would have been nice if I had that DVD, so I wouldn't have to sit through commercials. And fuck my butt. What else do I got to do besides sit through commercials? Nothing. Except slowly die.
Hmm.
And turn into a spooky demon. And yeah, none of these people are friends again. They're called friends. They all go up to this house. This one bitch is fucking trying or acting like, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow the guy from my school. And then they get picked up by this fucking adult. And she's like, no, I'm sucking his cock. And then his friend shows up and she's sucking his cock too. And they're all like a little triplet of fucking cock sucking people together. And I guess you like the taste of your buddy's cum, but you can eat it from her mouth, so it's not gay. Night of the Demons 2, a very bi-friendly movie. You'll love it.
Mhm.
Not just because of the movie, but because of the taste, too. Hey, Joe, you watch anything else?
Yes, I did. But it's our featured movie of the week. So if you've got anything else, Tom.
I do, Joe, but hopefully not too much because I'm tired of talking already. I watched the hit Halloween movie, Creeping Death. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of the Metallica song, Creepy.
Damn, how does that go?
Maybe that's the wrong song. I don't know.
It's all right. I was more of a fan of McGallagher myself. But, anyways, Creeping Death. This one's about Halloween and how a kid wants to go out for Halloween with his friends, but he can't because he has a sick mother dying of cancer at home. So he has to stay and take care of her while his dad goes out to his job, who I guess is an ambulance driver, that we find out at the end.
They call them paraplegics, Tom.
Damn, I thought they called him the natural. Natural! He's as natural as can be. It's Dusty Rhodes' son. My bad. Anyways, fuck that shit. I just watched Halloween Havoc 93. That's why that's stuck in my head. But that's okay. So back to this fucking thing. The kid does the right thing by taking care of his mom and not going out on Halloween night. Meanwhile, his friends steal a bag of dead dog from an old fucking man's.
You could have
stoop.
said Screamwhile.
Damn, I could have, but I fucked up and I don't have a time machine. So they go, hey, look at this fucking bag we stole from old man Jerklin or whatever the fuck his name is. They empty it out on the carpet, this kid's car. Oh, it's just a pile of dead dog. Look at that shit. And I guess it was an offering for Crumbling or whatever the fuck this monster's. I don't know. I just made that up. But
Prom.
yeah, it's the curse of Crumb. So this fucking demon, he's stalking these kids and he's killing them. And he has to survive the night. They all do, Joe. They all have to survive the night as this Celtic demon or Celtic demon if you're from Boston. Yeah, it's a slasher movie set on Halloween.
Any
The
river,
excuse me?
does he do any river dancing?
It might have been better if he did. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
And you said this is called what? Halloween Candy?
Creeping Death. So the slasher is all right when it's from afar. because they have like it has this big smile and these like glowing eyes. So it's just like that looks cool. But then it gets close and you're just like, shit, that's just a latex mask with some teeth that probably should have been different and the eyes don't look as good this close and oh, those are just latex monster hands. But oh, when it's back there and you see it, it looks all menacing and cool. And it's all right that none of these kids can really act that great. They got all these pumpkins all over and they're in a cornfield. So that's cool. That's all spooktacular and shit. Look at all these fucking pumpkins. That's awesome. And then there's some okay kills in it. But then you think, it did take me 3 sittings to finish this shit. So how great is it? It's okay. To be fair, a lot of movies I watch, it's like the last thing I do at 1 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I'm going to be pretty tired and
Yeah.
I can't get through them. That being said, it was pretty spooktacular. There was some okay gore effects, and the creature slasher did look good at some points. Plus, I mean, the cornfield and all the pumpkins, that's like Halloween to me, just because when I grew up as a kid, it was cornfields and pumpkins and shit. So all that shit's great. The story, the acting, it's all kind of, it is what it is. But if you like slasher movies, especially slasher movies set on Halloween, this is another one. It's worth checking out. When I first, it's Scream Box. Bloody disgusting. Oh no, Cineverse. Fuck me. But it was all right. Maybe I'll watch it again in a couple years when the dementia kicks in a little more. Oh, look, a movie with a pumpkin on the cover.
Yeah, I want to make, you just brought up, okay, well, I watch these movies late at night. Yeah. The distinction, though, is like, yeah, because I do that. I'm probably going to turn one on after we get off of this, and I will fall asleep, and I'll watch until I start to fall asleep. It's like, oh, shit, let me rewind it until what I remembered and then just fucking start it from there tomorrow. That, doesn't mean the movie sucked. It just means it was, tired. But there are occasions where I'm watching a movie during the middle of the day and it's like, hey, this is all I can handle of this movie right now. I'm going to make it to the 30 minutes mark and I got to give myself a fucking break from this bullshit. There's been a lot of movies like that. So when I say that, like this movie took me 3-4 sittings, that's the reason why. Not because I was fucking tired. Those, it's like, I mean, this movie might have still sucked, and I might have, done that had I watched it during the day. But yeah, there's a difference for sure.
Yeah, I always like to say, oh, it took me this long because it sucked. The
Mm-hmm.
fucking Warrior movies or some shit like that. This one was okay. It wasn't great. I just was always watching it when I was fucking tired and shit. It's like, oh, I gotta talk about something half-heartedly on this podcast 2 people watch. So I did.
Yeah.
But now, Joe, speaking of movies you watch in the middle of the day and still end up falling asleep to because it's not very good. Have you ever seen Wacko?
I have, Tom. I believe I first saw this movie when I might have been in like 5th grade or so. And goddamn, Tom, I tell you, old 5th grade me, fucking. Oh, Schlongini. Yeah, because it's that kind of movie that appeals.
It's
to.
of its time, very of its time. If you didn't see it in this couple years when the movie came out, oh, everything might be fucking lost on you, and who gives a fuck because all these references are so old and dated.
Yeah. So the movie Airplane came out, and that was funny. You know, it's slapstick, farcical shit, and it was very, very successful. Everybody wanted to capitalize on it. They wanted to make their airplane, but being funny is not easy. And a lot of people that make movies or that write fucking comedy or what they think is comedy, that this shit's not funny. You know, there's a lot of fucking elements that go into making something funny. And this is a movie about people that think incestuous rape is funny. You know, it's you got one of my favorite actors, George Kennedy, playing dad that likes to peep on his daughters. You know,
I mean, to be fair, old Jodan Baker, he was fucking into that fucking high school student too.
yeah, um, yeah. This is about a killer, Tom. A young lady witnesses her sister who's going to the
Pumpkin patch ball.
pumpkin Halloween pumpkin prom she's going to, you know, and yeah, her sister sees her get killed by a guy, or maybe it's a woman, we don't know, you know, because it's a mystery movie, wearing a pumpkin on their head that has a carrot for their nose.
Which that you lost me. You would have had points if it was just a guy with a pumpkin head. But you got to add this stupid fucking nose for what reason? I don't know. And you just lost me because now it just looks fucking stupid and not really like a fucking pumpkin headed guy.
And he drives a lawnmower, Tom. So he is the lawnmower killer. Well, he did this killings, and then, you know, everything's good for, you know, 7 years or so. And now the young sister that witnessed this, it's her turn. She's a senior, Tom.
Let me stop you there quick. If you want the fucking pumpkin to have a long nose like that, just turn it to the side and use the stem as the fucking nose. It'll get the same effect and it'll just be the pumpkin. You didn't have to add anything else. And then fucking dumb people will be like, oh, you're clever incorporating the stem as the oh yeah. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I am smart, just to turn the pumpkin on its side a little bit and said, nope, let's fucking put some elastic and we'll put a hot dog on his fucking face. That'll be terrific. It sucked. I'm sorry. Like, this movie isn't very good, but that shit, just for me, could have elevated it if it was just a guy with a regular fucking pumpkin on his head, no hot dog.
I would have used you know, some broccoli, but that's just me. We got personal preferences, you know, on what makes a good mask. Yeah, so anyway, 7 years later.
13.
13 years later? Holy shit.
That's a scary number.
Well, then she's an adult graduating high school. If 13 years have passed, because I don't know.
She is, in fact, a high school senior because she says that when they're doing their cheerleading thing.
Right, yeah. And this is the last year she'll be cheerleading. It's her turn to go to the Halloween pumpkin prom, and she's hoping to get laid for the first time afterwards. And we're introduced to Jodan Baker and that murder back then, the lawnmower killer. This case has just kind of driven him kind of bonkers, Tom. It's he's obsessed.
He's like this stereotypical cop, always has a cigarette in his mouth, probably always drunk. He sleeps in his suit. His fucking apartment is a fucking mess. He just lives and breathes to catch this fucking lawnmower killer.
Yeah, so then we're introduced to a bunch of people that maybe they could be this lawnmower killer, just a bunch of red herrings, as they say in the movies that your people make, Tom, the Galalos.
Fuck, hold on, check this home run out. Fuck. We gotta see it. It's not letting me. But old Toxic Drip says a real grass kicker. Fuck. God damn. There it is. Look at that shit. Oh fuck. Home run.
Pretty good. Uh, and then we're introduced to Andrew Dice Clay. He's dating one of the girls, and we're introduced to a mad scientist.
Let me stop you again there, Joe. Is Andrew Dice Clay or Andrew Dice Clayman is his real name is he the most racist person ever? I mean, people get pretty mad at Al Jolson, but Andrew Dice Clay's still out here fucking, hey yo, I'm a wop. I'm over here now, whopping it up. You're a Jewish. You're a Jewish guy. What is this? I'm offended and I'm me. Crazy. The Italians are the last fucking people you can just openly mock and nobody gives a fuck. But shout out to King Trump bringing Columbus Day back.
Yeah. I know I don't give a fuck when people mock Italians, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. No one does.
Yeah. But
except the people who feel it in their
yeah,
hearts.
there are people in this movie like E.G. Daily, but I don't remember what she goes by in this. Stella Stevens, who was big in television and movies at the time. Not big. Like there's people in this movie that weren't, it's just kind of like a B movie cast of that person, this person. Anyway, they're trying to figure out who this killer is, and there's just a lot of little jokes in here. There is one impressive stunt where a car like goes flying through the clouds. I don't know how they did this.
They attached it to a plane with chains.
Yeah. That took something. So
they attached it to a plane with chains, and then they had a helicopter in back of it with the camera getting around it, getting all because they didn't have CGI back in the day. So
it was like, wow, man, they did something special here.
Yep.
But anyway, it's revealed that old Joe Don Baker is the fucking killer, and you don't really care by the time it gets to that point. This is a very lousy humor. I did chuckle a few times at stuff that was probably inappropriate, but I can't remember what it was exactly, and don't care to go back and look ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was lousy humor because I'm sure when it was released, this was hilarious, and I was like, "Oh, remember that? You get that reference?" But oh boy, is this movie gonna be lost to time because it is these jokes. Hey, the Elephant Man, Exorcist, Andrew Dice Clay. This is
It will
just
ever be lost to time as long as we have boutique video labels that can repackage it somehow. And
yeah. I don't see this getting 4K. Like, I'm well aware that you don't really capture video. You just capture a bunch of fucking pictures really, really quick in succession. So, movies are like animations to where it's just picture, 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 and then you add your audio. I have never watched a movie before where it really felt like I was just watching a bunch of pictures put together because this something was fucked up with the frame rate or something where it was just crazy. Like the print wasn't good to begin with. Whichever thing I watched, I hope this wasn't the remastered thing Vinegar Syndrome's putting out because it looked very, very bad. And it was just, I don't want to say it looked like a flip book, because it looked a little better than that, but it didn't look as fucking fluid as other movies of the time. There was something fucking weird about it. It's like, yeah, movies are just a bunch of fucking pictures, huh? This is something I should probably be thinking about when I'm watching this shit, trying to stay awake watching this shit. It's crazy. So yeah, this is, I just watched those Creature from the Black Lagoon movies, and I didn't say, oh well, this looks like a flip book. Shit was made like 30 years later. Crazy. But I get what they were going for. I'm sure all the jokes worked at the time. It wasn't a bad movie per se.
Mm,
It's just, it's very of that specific time. And if you weren't around at that specific time, it's gonna work even less. It's very, very fucking dated, very hard to watch, and doesn't hold up well at all. Like I said, I watched this at like, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I caught myself, oh fuck, oh wake up, you fuck. So I might have missed a couple seconds here and there, but it was just, when you're sleeping, you're just like, oh yeah, well, you gotta wake up, you're sleeping, you're watching a movie. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. So I mean, it's not good. Build a time machine and go back and watch it, maybe, but if you want to see George Kennedy as a fucking pedophile, I mean, I guess this is the movie for it. Oh, the ending though. They're just, hey, we're just a bunch of kidders doing it before Marvel. Boy howdy. It's pretty good. You're right, Joe. Good pick. You always pick the best movies, especially around Halloween time.
do.
Yep. You went from one pedophilic movie to another. Good for you.
Wait till next week.
What is Fruithead, the real one? Did you pick out next week's?
I have it somewhere on my phone, which I can't access. I'm doing the show right now.
That's good. But you remember the name of it, right?
No.
Oh fuck. Well then, Joe. Well, who was kind enough to show up and spend their night with us?
Oh, Toxic Drip. Thanks for joining us. Let's see who else we got. Oh, there we go. Toxic Drip. Corey Hatfield. Thank you, Corey. And let's see.
Hirschmashamlimni says, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm not a bot.
Zooligan Raider D Hayes. Thank you. And yeah, I should and it's yeah.
And thank you, Sneeze, for showing up.
Yeah, and Restream.io. Thank you. Always a pleasure to have you here.
So yeah, everybody, hope your Halloween season is going spooktacularly. Check out the DWN Facebook page or the DWN Instagram page. I got a bunch of back stock that I'm trying to get rid of pretty cheap. So if you want to help my fat ass out, continue to live, buy some of this shit that some would say I undervalue myself already. Well, at these prices, people would say, Tom, you're full of self-hate. So go check that shit out because I could use the money, but I don't need it. I can live under a bridge and shit. Joe?
FastCustomShirts.com. Check out the website. Chances are you'll find something you like. I would hope. I will be at Frightmare Collectibles this Saturday. So if you were in the western side of Dallas area or whatever, it's a little town named Justin or whatever. They're gonna have David McNaughton there
Damn, he's a fucking pepper.
of Dr. Pepper fame. So come on out, bring a Dr. Pepper, and maybe buy a shirt if you're so inclined. Monday, it's the Texas Horror Cult film competition. I forgot which one this one is exactly, but we'll be out at the Texas Theater. And buy a shirt from me if you're out there and you're so inclined.
Everybody, have a fucking great week. October's halfway the fuck over at this point, so you only got 15, 16 days to get your spooktacular shit in. And then Christmas is going to shove itself right in your penis hole. So until next week, Joe, all right?
BOYGOB.
Thanks for checking out the show. We hope you dug it, baby. If so, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and let us know down below. Support Tom and Joe by heading over to DWNProductions.net and FastCustomShirts.com. Until next time.